Hello, namaskar, and a pleasant welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, भनिन्छ अंग्रेजीमा एउटा भनाइ छ, either you win or you learn. So, Sikkim Chronicle is trying to understand the post poll analysis. In fact, civic poll को जुन analysis छ, यसलाई हामीले understand गर्ने हामीले जमर्को लिइरहेका छौं. And we are trying and going to understand, the point of view of the people, the candidates. अनि आज मसँग यस एडिसनमा हुनुहुन्छ Mr. Kailash Pradhan, who in fact contested from Upper MG Marg and Lower MG Marg. He got 25 votes from Upper MG Marg and 67 votes from Lower MG Marg. So let us try to understand. We know that his campaign was something out of box. So let's try to understand what could be the reason for his loss, in fact, I would like to say. So, Mr. Kailash, welcome.
Hello, thank you so much.
So, how is life post-count?
Much more relaxed, much more gentler kind of a rhythm. But anyway, I'm back to my architecture work, and so come to Sandesa. But some time to reflect on like what happened recently also.
So, after result, did you try to do a self-analysis, as of what went wrong?
Yeah, we did. Not me personally. Me personally also I did. But also our team Singapore Sera, हामीले त्यसलाई अलिकति बुझ्ने कोसिस गर्यो. So especially I think there was some. We didn't expect to win, but we didn't expect the numbers to be so low, So we're trying to understand that what went wrong, and in a way, our campaign was buoyed by hope. Like एउटा नयाँ खालके पाराले गर्दा हुन्थ्यो कि भनेर. But there's also like whatever the status quo politics is also there. So I'll dive straight into it. So I think you're trying to ask me like where things went wrong, what do you think you could have done better? So one is like it was already an uphill battle for me, like to stand from MG Marg and Lal Bazar. I'm not a resident from there, So and all the others were residents from there, and also especially Upper MG Marg ma ethnic parallel हेर्यो भने I'm completely like I'm an outsider. You can see that all the other candidates were from the business community. I was the odd one out, and I was like banking on like the content of a message that we gave. That we reviewed the status quo politics, and then we're trying to bring a change, and then if this was hopeful for the future, so we did connect, we felt, but with a lot of the youth. So we were a little bit surprised that somehow didn't get converted into like more votes. We always, our benchmark for winning was like whether we can shift political culture, so that we had kept that as our definition of winning. So, but at the same time, you can't ignore like whatever happened also. So we want to like face whatever is the truth and see what happened. So your grassroots connect, so that was missing. So we connected very well with a lot of people. I would say like educated, like younger people, like below the age of 45 or so. And I was telling my friends, it feels like we connected very well with them, but and it went very far. But it was a particular layer or only of society. It wasn't the whole like everybody. So the people who were kind of it's like preaching to the choir. So people who already were on who felt the same way or like almost the same way. People who use a lot of internet on Instagram, especially. So we reached very far and wide, all the way like across like other countries also. But within Hamrei society, especially Ward Mata, we didn't penetrate at all. We did to some extent, but it wasn't enough like for us to do anything like in terms of like winning. It didn't translate into that.
So as far as I as a journalist, my observation is that तपाईको सबभन्दा best PR team थियो. And your जति पनि campaign थियो, it was very structured and it was very well planned. And putting up this exhibition. On the future perspective of what could be the possible development, which in fact can be put in these two words, were manifested in the form of exhibitions. There were people who liked you. Your interviews went viral. You were a point of discussion, right? So do you think the core message which you were trying to disseminate to the people have reached to people? And what exactly was the message?
Yeah, see, I was also saying like एउटा platform जस्तो भएको थियो कि where we can talk about issues about like specifically about Gangtok, and that we were expressing that Gangtok needs to be planned in a serious way and looking at the future of Gangtok. So we have a window that we can do something. Another message, and then the ropeway project is coming up. The opportunities that the ropeway project is, it opens up like for planning of the city, for the growth of the city. But you ramra parale heru kinabhane yo tuma madai chala if you try to push it through, then that's going to kind of create more problems for us, and we need to be very serious about this. It's a responsibility that I feel, especially to pass on like a message to the future generations and how we can prevent that one. And I was so that message went out like loud and clear. But I was saying, hamro campaigning was very social media like heavy. Like we kind of like and that was on purpose. That's what we felt, that we could have a wide reach, and that it's like the most effective with the least amount of resources. Like it didn't require much money. It didn't require kind of. It did require a lot of effort, but it's something that played to our strength. So, but what I felt like towards the end, because I also didn't want to go like one-on-one, like door-to-door kind of campaigning, because nobody knew me. So social media, so gap fill gareपछि people know me. Then when I go and meet them, or we have 1 or 2 like interactive sessions below our belt, then I can go and talk to them meaningfully. So, but by the time that reached, and then the model code of conduct like kicked in, so we had just not much time at all. So it was a rush, and I could feel that one-on-one connect is something else. Like I had no experience about that. I'd never done that before. So mancheसँग सँगसँगै कुरा गर्दाखेरि you can get a feel, you can get a pulse, you can get a much better idea about like what's going on in people's minds, what they think is important, what's not. And so yeah, so that way I felt that if you asked that what we could have done better, was maybe that one-on-one contact in Azay Unupaneti. But if you see the time that was started, and it was even less than a month. It was just about a month. Okay? So within a month, I feel that when you look back, it's like wow, like we did all that we could. We could have done much better, obviously, but we really gave it a good shot, I felt. And then what you're saying, that our team, especially, they were like on it constantly. We were strategizing constantly what to do, what even the interactive session like it was a much smaller session that we kind of like after discussion, then we changed it, like it became this more like a mela khalke thing. So but then but that was like social media, then it was like a group thing, but it still needed to kind of like come down to a one-on-one, house to house, person to person, and then like so then they get to know you better. And then last month okay, what's this guy about, like is he just like is he serious about like whatever he's doing? And so they could have found out more.
So when we talk about like non-partisan election, what is your observation? Was the election like really a non-partisan?
Like I still like give benefit of the doubt to the ruling government. Their intentions were like to have like partyless elections at the grassroots, and but the grassroots people also have a political color. Okay? So I was thinking like you could have tried to take out the party from the politics, from the elections, but you couldn't take out the party from the people. So people are still like they have loyalties, and if you see like all the wards, mostly like it went to it's officially Tahina, but it went to the candidate with the SKM color, So,
but it was not in the case of MG Mark.
No, not in the case of MG Mark. So that's what I'm saying. Not all of them. In few of them, like Sutyo Bayo. So Gardakhiri. So you were asking that was it really like partyless? Bandagiri saying. So see, there's another factor which is coming into play. Like when you come to think of it, like at a ward level, you don't want to have a candidate, or you don't want to have a representative who is like against the ruling party, because that where your bread is buttered, and then that's where for 5 years you're going to get like in the back of the mind they have that Bikas thing, like basically it's more resources coming in, money coming in. So if you are not with the ruling party, then you will suffer. I mean, like, you will not get so-called vikas. So Gardakheri people want to be on that side of the divide. Gardakheri, so that played a big role. I don't know whether that's party politics, Vanuki, but that's, I would say, more like people. There's still fear. Okay, like when people like if you go too much strident against the government, and if you're seen to be as like a kind of opposition, or like not agreeing with everything with the government, then you will have to pay the price, man, I guess. And so people didn't want to take that route. I think that's like a risky thing, unless it's worth the risk. So I guess that's one.
So in this entire exercise of campaigning and going and meeting with the people, it was something very new for you even. What are the lessons learned by Kailash Pradhan?
Yeah, politics is not as easy as it looks from the outside, and so we went with how we do everything. We put our best foot forward. We thought about it. We tried not to be negative about anything. We tried to do things in a way like be the change that you want to see once in Gandhi Ji. So we were trying to be that, and we still feel good about whatever we did. So. Yeah, so I don't know whether I want to change myself because to fit the politics. So I still feel very uncomfortable to adopt a culture which means winning at any cost. So that doesn't sit well with me. So I learned some lessons. I mean, I'm still learning them, I think. Tara, what would I say? Election ma. Some people think that maybe we bit off more than we can chew. And then okay. Then we realize, oh my God, it's actually a mountain to climb, and maybe are we fully equipped for this? What I learned is the positive thing was that people are hungry for, I think, a ray of light, hope. There are a lot of people in Sikkim, especially the young people. I understand that they were so happy that this thing happened. People came from far and wide, and they just came because they wanted to be part of this. What's this? They felt at last something was happening where they felt yeah, I mean, this I can get, I can identify with, and this I like, and this I want to be part of. So Gardakheri, that I learned that there is a lot of people who kind of are looking for or who are kind of disenchanted with the present situation. It's not like me alone. There's a lot of people who feel that, and another set of people have said that this is so obvious. This should have been started a long time back. I mean, this is going to take time. It's like the Bijan so who knows? But then this should have been started a long time back. This is an alternative which has been shown. So lessons means only good lessons, and one lesson is what I always knew is that our society is divided stratified, So we have the people you can say the elite like me, or the educated people who are traveled, who use a lot more of the internet and all that. So there are a lot of other people who don't, So, and we can make out by the results or not by the results and such, but even our language, I'm speaking a lot in English. So though for me, English, Nepali is the same thing, and there's no tolara mathi. But then for a lot of people, it is people who don't know English, they want to send the kids to an English school, and because they feel that that's also a thing. So these are default things which come in, and so that connect with the lessons that you learn, like I said. So there is a disconnect within our society. It can percolate horizontally for a long way, but then in vertically sometimes I think people live in layers.
So the play out of the elitist tag coming from the elite family. And another thing, your PIL in the High Court against reckless felling of trees. Do you think these factors were some of the adding components for you, not to win the election? And I mean, like, you know, were you carried away to contest the election, or it was a conscious decision, like, you know, because of there was so much a hype after your PIL in High Court. So what's your take on this?
So I'll just take the second question first, like the decision that, you know, like I was afraid that people would make that connection. You just made it. That is there between like the PIL felling of the trees and this decision to stand for elections. So in my mind there wasn't. So when I did that, like that was completely like I wanted to do something about that. And I want to again like clarify that it wasn't my decision. It wasn't my idea that let's stand for election this time, Banara. So the people who I work with, my professional colleagues, and also we have a small civil society that we are trying to like make a movie that we're trying to oppose the ropeway project which is coming up because we're not being able to get earth. So we thought maybe let's take it to social media. Let's try to show people like, you know, what the possibilities are. We are working on a small project like, you know, social media, bottom up pressure try go room. So they said that like, you know, this is like one window that we are getting, and it was an audacious kind of an idea, and then but they approached me with a lot of hesitancy also, and as soon as I heard it, like for me, I'm saying I know Udana Banara, but then we thought about it and I was thinking like, okay, suppose we get into it without that winning at any cost, maybe we have an opportunity to make a political like statement, like it's so okay, so one was like, okay, how we fight the election. So no money from outside, no kind of like this supporters we are paying, and no like narabazi ethnic paisa or okay, let's try it, okay, like because we are designers, and I always felt that, you know, if we can crack this, then okay, maybe we can't do it successfully, but at least let's give it a shot and see, firstly for ourselves, and secondly if it works, then it's really good for everybody. So what was the first part of the question you were asking?
Like his tag?
Yeah. So that tag, yeah, I guess like that disconnect that I was talking about, like what are the lessons that you learned, that there is a disconnect, or the society is like structured in layers, and there isn't that much of like vertical like and so that so maybe that manifested, though. See, the thing is, I myself, I don't feel like that, so maybe there's a baggage I carry because of my where I'm, my social situation. But I don't feel like that. I mean, I feel like people are the same. I mean, I would like sit on the same table with anybody and have a meal, like, but so maybe, yeah, but maybe that's not an easy thing to break, Ola. Maybe that's something that you need to work on like a long term and in your day-to-day life. So yeah, so yeah, I'm sure there are these things also which played a part, which yeah.
So there's a new set of elected members in the Gangtok Municipal Corporation now. So how do you see, I mean, like, what do you foresee with the new enthusiastic, energetic team?
My best wishes to the team, like I hope like they form a good GMC. I hope they can organize themselves really well, and I hope somehow that the government is able to give them autonomy. Like I feel that's very important. So there is a slight challenge with this, because it's like the ruling dispensation, and also like the people who were elected have kind of like they are of the same kind of fraternity, Banuna. So, but if the GMC can assert itself, and if the ruling government can like be big-hearted enough to say that to empower, like we want to like make you stronger. We want to kind of like give you like whatever the conditions for maturity. I don't think more power is exactly the answer, because the more power has to come with more capability also. So I feel that the GMC also needs to work on its own capability, how it structures itself, how it organizes itself, how its decision-making processes are. So it should be very democratic, it should be transparent, it should be open. So त्यो पाराले अगाडि बढ्यो भने I think I see possibilities, like it can be good, but there are challenges. I won't like hide the truth also. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, through your channel also, like I want to just like tell the people who are elected, Tabalai, like congratulations. And also from our side, like it's just not me, our team pani sir, we are very good I think we are strong at public participation, how to conduct a meeting, how to have like ward level एउटा सभाहरु गर्नु छ भने त्यहाँको प्लानिङहरु गर्नु छ भने हामी प्लानिङमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड छ. So we would like love to like work with like whoever the elected representatives are.
So you are open to give your suggestions and ideas.
Yeah, not just suggestions, idea, even work actively. If they invite us to say, I know can you hold us like a meeting? We want to know the Yako Manchiko, what is their priority in terms of their needs, or what are the hidden things that we are not find out. So maybe we can help them, because these are tools which either you have it or you don't have it. So we have people who have trained in like good moderation, facilitation. You can facilitate a good group of people, and where everybody feels that they are heard. So that whole thing about like listening to people, like building trust, because that has to go a long way in implementation. So for me, it's the same thing. Like that's why you feel. Is there any people ask me, do you feel different from before the election, after the election, during election? I've been talking the same thing before the election, after before this about public participation. You have to build trust. That's the only way that we can actually implement like master plan science, our public transportation issues. So these are the same things that I will be talking about it. Only thing is now I was thinking that if I got into the GMC, then from inside then I can maybe have a better understanding is one, but I can also steer and navigate the planning process alikati, so you can bring your expertise onto the table, and you can help. I feel like Gangtok needs help in planning. So what are the conditions to make that possible? I could have done now as we are on the outside, so you can like gently you can suggest and all that. But the thing is, sometimes you are not heard. Again, we've had this experience for a long time, and then this situation was and you feel that the people who are listening to you, they understand that you've made a point, but somehow or the other, because of the structure, or because of something or the other inside, they are not able to kind of like say that, I know, okay, you're right, let's keep this on hold, and let's work on a solution. So, sometimes when you're not heard, then you have to go to that extreme step, like for example, filing that PIL, or like, okay, उनीहरूले सुन्देको भए त ठिकै थियो, we don't have to do the PIL, then PIL गर्ने बित्तिकै सबैको दुखमा हुन्छ, like again, like you kind of like create, like you burn bridges with the people that you are meant to be working with. So for me also, like it's a delicate like part to tread, like how strident can you be against the people who are not listening to you, and how can you make them listen to you, or how can we come together and work on the same objective, which is like a better Gangtok, a better future of Gangtok.
So do we see Mr. Kailash Pradhan contesting for the elections?
Which election they talk about?
Any election.
No. Actually, when this election was, these guys proposed to me, so I was, one of the things that I was saying that I know, like, I don't know, like group baba to ramro huntyo hola bhanera. So like even if you do win, so you're not a lone guy in the council huncha ni. So we tried, but a lot of people didn't say no. So for me, and there are a couple of people, they said not this time. Then I told them like, next time will you do like custom concerts? Next time go to. So next time I don't know whether me or whoever, but then our team will be pushing our candidates forward, and I have a couple of people in mind, and I'm not going to like let them off the hook. So let's see. Like I don't see the thing about politics. I don't feel it has to be a personality thing. That's the other thing that I want to get away. It's not like about this person and personality and towering personalities and these things. So it should be a democracy is like basically it should. I like a lot of these European countries where the Prime Minister is going like of Switzerland goes to our office on the tram, and everybody's calling her by the first name. And for me, that's lovely. I mean, like,
normal.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, one of the guys, you're doing a job, like Pipon system. Next time, somebody else will be the Pipon, and we're all like part of the same group, and we're part of the same community. So one of the leaders will come out from there, and then no big deal about.
So you mean to say the glorification of leaders should be like
secondary? And a personality cult. Like personality cult, what that breeds is. It breeds like this. See, a lot of organizations, I've been thinking about this also, like loyalty versus competence. So when you have a party-based thing, your whole your criteria of measuring, like how important this person is how loyal you are, to that particular party. And sometimes some people may not be that loyal to a particular party, to a particular person, but might have like a lot of good ideas. So, but then that person will be overlooked over a person who has loyalty and maybe doesn't have that much of like ideas, or does not interested in planning or something like that. So, your loyalty versus sometimes loyalty is rewarded in this khalke system, which is specifically when it becomes like a personality cult khalke thing. Then you have to build your own like a loyal team of people who are always loyal to you. That's the only way you can prop yourself up. So then that doesn't work, I think, overall, like for the health of democracy or for development also.
All right, Mr. Kailash, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Okay.
And all the best.
Okay. Thank you so much.
With camera person Ashish Gurung, this is Nirmal signing off for Sikkim Chronicle.